Okay guys, we're now going to look at chords, just basic triads, and we're looking specifically at major chords. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to do this in a very easy manner based on your knowledge now of key signatures, major key signatures. Okay, so here I have several that we're going to do today. Realize with each chord we have to change our thinking into a new major key. So hopefully you're really strong in level 4 and you can name the sharps or flats in any given major key, because you will use that in everything we do from now on out. So this is how you symbol how you signify you want a chord drawn. Okay, a chord, remember, is going to be comprised, and this is going to be triads, as 3 notes, and they're going to be stacked in thirds. Think of it like an arpeggio that you play or sing, a 1, 3, 5 of any given key. So here you see that we're going to start with G flat major. This means this is a G flat major triad or chord. Okay, and there's going to be more shorthand for other chords, but this just means a basic triad. This is the key we think in. This is also the bottom note of our chord. Now, it doesn't matter which octave you draw it in. I'm just going to do them on the staff best I can here. So I'm going to start on a G flat, and I'm going to make a 1, 3, 5. Now, chords will always be line, 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 or space, 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 because they're in thirds. Okay, so I'm going to draw a G, a B, and a D. In music notation, make sure that you're very careful to make the line go straight through the middle of your note, and if it's in a space, keep it between those 2 lines. Alright, so I'm going to think in this major key. In G flat major, I know that there are several flats. There's B, E, A, D, G, and one more, C. So remember, up to its name and the next one. So those are the notes that get a flat in this key. Then I look at the chord that I have drawn. Again, G is the bottom note, and then I just line, line, line. Or if it were a space note, it would be space, space, space. So I have a G, a B, and a D. Let's see. The G is listed, the B is listed, and the D is listed. That means all 3 of these get a flat. So I'm going to put a flat. Accidentals go on the left side of notes. Make the line go straight through the little circle part of your B. So there is a G flat major chord, or triad, specifically meaning 3 notes. Okay, so let's move on. B major, we're in a whole new key now. With B is going to be the bottom note. Okay, so every good boy, there's my B. I'm going to put it right there. There's my B. There's my next line. There's my next line. So this chord is B, D, F. Think in the key of B major. Okay, B major has lots of sharps. Forget, cutting, grass, during, and. We stop at A because it's the letter before the key name in the alphabet. Okay, F, C, G, D, A. Now look up here. I have a B. There's no B sharp in this key. There's a D. There is listed, so I'm going to put a sharp beside my D. And the top note is an F, and the F is listed as well, so we're going to put the sharp up there. So there's a B major chord. B, D sharp, F sharp. That's a major triad. Okay, moving on. E flat major. You could put it up here on this E, but I'm going to try to keep it on the staff. There's E. 3rd is G. 5th is B. I'm going to think in the key of E flat major, and I'm going to write my flats down here. B, E up to its name, and one more A. And then I'm going to apply that to my triad. So I have an E, it gets the flat. That's a G, it stays natural. And then the top note is a B, so it gets flat. So there's my E flat major triad. Moving right along to F major, oddball F. He only has 1 flat, he has a B flat. So F is the bottom note. There's my first space, space, space. The notes are F, A, C. None of them get flat in this key, so that is an F major chord right there. No flats in that guy. Okay, moving on to A major. A is a sharp key. It has F, C, and G sharp in it. Remember, the last sharp is the letter before the key name in the alphabet. Okay, F, C, G. All right, so let's draw our chord. A on the bottom. There's my A. 2 more notes above it. A, C, E. See if any of them need a sharp. The A does not. The C does. It's listed, so put a sharp beside the C. And the top note is E. It does not need a sharp. All right, moving on to D flat major. Let's do this D up here. There's D, F. I'm going to have to add a line, a ledger line. Okay. And I'm going to think in the key of D flat. Has a lot of flats. B, E, A, D. I went up to its name and the next one, G. Okay, so now look at your notes. We have a D. It gets the flat. Middle note is an F. Notice it is not listed, so I'm leaving it natural. Top note is an A. It is listed, so it gets the flat. D flat, F, A flat. Speaking of a lot of accidentals, C sharp major. Remember, C is nothing, but if you add the accidental to its name, it's all of them. So C sharp has every sharp, all 7 sharps. So there's really no reason to write all that down. I know that every note has a sharp, so I'm just going to put a sharp beside all of them. And the reason I scoot over in that middle one is just because if you try to stack them right there, sometimes it just looks rough. So you want to offset them a little bit so you can read them a little easier. Okay, last one, B flat major. In the key of B flat major, what is there? There are 2 flats, B and E. So here's my B, D, and F. Which of those need a flat? Just the B flat, because D and F are natural. Okay, lots of practice, and you will be perfect.